Hello everybody, I got this EZGO RXV here, and what I'm working on is the shocks and the front struts. The customer bought me new front struts and also the rear shocks, so that's what we're changing today. Front struts are connected to the spindle, so we're going to disconnect that side and the top mount. Let's go back to the front. So right here, so we're going to need to remove this bolt here, and we're going to need to remove this bolt here, and then when it goes on top we're going to need to remove that bolt here. There you go. I got an easy access. Probably bearing needs to be greased. Anyway, let's remove this bolt. There's a fastener at the bottom. Take that out, and then you can see the bolt on top. I use my impact gun, take the fastener out, and the bolt right here. Bolt's good. I don't see any damage to it, so I'll be reusing that. Let's see what size is on top. Alright. I use my impact gun to open this guy up. I'm going to push the bolt out. See for any damages, which I don't. We're good. The top bolt here is also open. Okay. So the top bolt has two fasteners. One fastener is holding the shock itself, and then this goes on, and the second fastener is holding the cover onto it. So we have to make sure you have to remove both of them. There you go. Strut assembly is out. Let's get a new one. So we have to make sure it's the right direction. There's a little curve, little tilt to the welding of this. So you have to make sure you're installing the correct one, otherwise you're going to end up having to redo the job and the tires will not sit straight. To the correct size. Don't want to play around this here. Since you have it out, check your lower control arm bushings. This looks good. The tie rod end is fine. So what I did is connect the top bolt first. Then you can guide this into the lower control arm. I have to use a pry bar to push the control arm down so I can line it up. Otherwise it's a little bit harder to work with it. And then I'm gonna put this guy here, just out of my way. There we go. So it does need a little persuasion. Perfect. Next we're gonna connect this one. Sorry, it does require both hands, but it's easy to line it up. Once you line it up, put the bolt in, and it will just drop in its part right there. Fastener down there. Perfect. I'm going to use my gun to tighten this down. To tighten this top bolt, I'm just going to put my gun and lift the cover up just a little bit. So you don't need to take this cover off. It is flexible, so. Alright. That one is torqued down. Now I'm going to torque down this one. What I do is hold the top with the wooden wrench and then use my gun for the bottom one. I can't do that. I need both hands. I can't show you while I do this, but that's how it's done. Here we go. This one is torqued. That one is tightened. That one is also torqued. The top one is done. And this is what it takes to change the strut in the front side. And I'm going to put the wheel back on. Go ahead and change the rear one. So to access the rear one, we have to remove this access panel, and those are the rear shocks. Looks like we got a stud on top and stud on the bottom. Let's see what customer brought us. Alright. I guess we won't be installing these. These are the wrong ones. We need stud on top, stud on the bottom, not the bushing. So I'm gonna stop right here, let the customer know, and see what he wants to do. He's gonna have to get them replaced or exchanged, sorry. Thanks for watching, everybody. See you in the next video. Please like and subscribe. Take care.